Margaret, here with Cast Off Monday on time, I might add, and I am modeling my neckerchief that I was working on last week at the beach, and I'm not quite through with it. But let me tell you a little bit about it. It came out of this magazine, which was from last summer, Love of Crochet. And when I looked it up on Ravelry, this has actually been published in like 3 different publications. You know, here it is. Now, look at hers and look at mine. Okay, it doesn't appear to be, I don't know, maybe I'm not wearing it right, but notice the edging. See, it calls for little beads on it. Now, I'm going to put those on there, and I'll tell you about those in a second. But the instructions, I found mistakes in the instructions, and they really are mistakes because I went back 3 or 4 times trying to do it, and finally I realized what they were trying to say. Because it would say like 1 row, chain 3, blah, 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 blah. And then it'd say, go back into the chain 1 space. No mention of any chain 3. It just clearly was an error. So I figured out, I know what I was supposed to do, very simple. But it also tells you, I'm thinking, okay, how many rows do I do? And it says, until the yarn runs out. So, silly me, I just went till the yarn ran out. And then it tells you, now do the border. Okay, well, luckily I had 2 of these skeins that Rebecca had sent me, so I have more to do it, but that wasn't very good pattern writing. But, because what happens if I had not? I'd be ripping and doing things over again. So, let me show you the beads I'm going to put on it. I wanted something really dainty. These are tiny little pearls. And I like pearls a lot. Pearls are, well, the name Margaret means pearl. And for some reason, they're classic. They never go out of style. So I just love pearls. So I'm going to put a tiny little pearl on every one of these little scallops to, finish it off. And I've never crocheted with beads before. However, looking at this, I don't think this yarn, even though it's a skinny little yarn, I don't think it's going to fit through here. So I may be hand sewing little beads here and there on these scallops. But that won't be a problem, I don't think. We'll see. Now, of course, it's very hard for a week to go by with me not doing a hat. But look what I did. Finally, the Ziggy beanie. Da-da-da. For a kid. Cute, pretty easy, but you just have to pay attention because you're changing. I don't even remember the pattern now. It's something like single crochet, double crochet, and then you go back the other way and you go double crochet, single crochet, or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, I thought that turned out cute. And then, that was before we left for the beach. Then while I was at the beach, Zoe, pay attention. I did Zoe's spiral hat pattern, but I used a very fine yarn, a very fine weight yarn. It was a number 1. It was called Truly by Joann's Sensation brand, that they have. And of course I got this on sale ages ago. I was actually afraid of it because it's a number 1 and I wasn't real clever. Me, I tend to go more toward the regular old 4s. Sometimes I double it up though and I get bulky. But anyway, I had 4 of these and didn't even use all of 2. Let me see. Yeah, see, here were the ones that I used and look how much I have left. I think I could do a whole nother hat with these. Okay, so since I used a different yarn than what is called for in her pattern, and the fact that I was crocheting this while I sat around a pool, a lazy river, an indoor pool, wherever Thomas wanted to go, I just would lug my stuff around. And we have really nice weather. It was hot in the sun, but the breeze was terrific. And as long as I stayed in the shade, which I have a tendency to do, I was very cool and comfortable, so this was not a problem. Yeah, I avoid the sun like the plague. But anyway, because I had dirty hair, you know how that goes at the beach, and ponytail and the whole shebang, I didn't try it on. So I was guessing about how far to go. And I actually, when I realized that it seemed to be too big, it's too long, I stopped. And instead of making the big, wonderful turn-up cuff that Zoe usually does on her beanies, I did just a regular band down here. Okay, and what we end up getting is more like a slouchy hat. I just tried to put it on and messed my hair all up. Not that it was looking too sharp to begin with, but I'm just not a slouchy hat kind of person. I just can't carry that off. I think you need to be really young and cute. I really like the way that came out. And see, you get so many more stripes using the one yarn. This is a super pattern, Zoe. Let me know if you've got it out somewhere so that I can put a link to it. Love it. Then another thing I made was a snake scarf. Really intended, I was thinking as a novelty scarf for kids, but isn't that cute? I had made one before. This time when I did this one, I made a how-to video because, again, there's not many Addy tutorials for my knitting machine. Here. Can you see? Oh, move Mrs. Whitehead. Addy machines. There's not many tutorials for that. So I said, okay, I'll do that. But this can be done with anything. Basically, I've done it kind of thin because I did it on my smaller one. 3 inches across is what it is. And I just did it until this Vanna's Choice ran out. It's Charcoal Print is the name of this yarn. And I do like this yarn. I'm actually going to have to get it for some more projects. I thought it turned out great. So anyhow, if you want to see a tutorial with more information about this simple, easy, cheesy scarf, you probably don't even need to look at the tutorial because it's very easy. See? So anyway, that is, I'll put the link in there just because it exists. Now, for a work in progress is something I got out of this book. It's a Tunisian crochet book. But I didn't do Tunisian with it. I was looking through, and the very first project, which is a simple Tunisian project, is a knit stitch, or I don't know what stitch they use, but it looks like a knit. And it has these tassels on the end. And I was looking at it, and I thought, hello, this could be done easily on my big Addy. I got 3 skeins of this Red Heart Boutique Unforgettable. It is 100% acrylic. Now, Lion Brand makes an amazing yarn that looks very similar to this. I mean, it's literally called Amazing Yarn, but it's a smaller skein and it has wool in it. This is the acrylic by Red Heart. And I got 3 skeins of these, of course, on sale. But I never knew what I was going to do with it. And then I saw that scarf. Thought it would be a great thing to do on the bigger Addy, and so I did this. Now it's a nice long one. Didn't it come out pretty? It almost looks like that pretty yarn that Sarah Hepworth always uses. What's that? James Brett Marble? Brett? Is that right? James? Anyway, it's gorgeous and a much nicer yarn, but this is a pretty gentle color change, and I like it a lot. I haven't sewed the ends or made the tassels yet, so this is still a work in progress. But I really do like the way it came out. So this will end up being a gift for a lady who is very much like my mom. And I don't know if I can wait until Christmas to stick it in her package or not. I may even give it to her sooner. She lives even farther south than we do, in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. I don't know, but I think she'll like this a lot, and it's really pretty. So I hope I can keep it quiet until Christmas. So hopefully next week I can show you this as a finished project and this as a finished project. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.